Hey, how's it going? It's Walsh here, sick as always. Welcome to episode 14 of my Ruthless SSF run of the Settlers League. I'm just going to be straight up with you. This is by far the strongest Glacial Hammer character I have ever played on PoE, even back when I was playing on Bench League, which granted, Melee was totally different back then, but this character does everything. Like, I don't even know how to encapsulate it in a very short amount of time, but it's very tanky, it does decent damage, and it's really fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you near the end. My primary goal is just to gain some levels on this character. Every single point I get into life or just a little bit of damage here and there is going to make a huge difference. I don't really have any issues. I almost never die, even in rituals and delirium rituals combined. Map bosses don't ever kill me. I chain freeze most map bosses, but of course this character doesn't have anywhere close to the same damage my fire trap character has. But I mean, like, it would be kind of ridiculous to expect that it would. Alva gave me another life tap, which is pretty much all I got from that temple. This character is so fast and so tanky. I finally gave in. I'm going to start doing Delve a little more. Not only is Delve incredible for XP, but of course if you run into a city or whatever, you can get some pretty nice loot. I did hit level 85. Leveling on this character is a breeze. Even when I'm not trying to level, I do. I got another memory, which I was very excited for, but guess what? Instance crash. I don't know what's going on. I didn't get like any instance crashes on my fire trapper. I don't know what changed or what's going on. I'm gonna try changing realms, maybe going Washington. I don't know if that's gonna make any difference. I might not even try. But anyway, I got an Al Hesman fight, which is great. I don't really want to do it just yet. I'll probably do it here in a minute. But I was thinking like, I don't know. I got enhanced, by the way. But I was thinking I was going to go for another level, but I was like, screw it. Let's do Hesman. The fight went pretty well. I did die once because I didn't hear him call out the phase, and I stood in the blood pool, or the poison pool like an idiot. And then I died to poison at the end because I'm also an idiot. He dropped no loot, but I got another fragment, which is cool. Made another prismatic, which is just desperately calling for an exalted orb that I do not have. And even though I just got one not too long ago, I got a second Hex Touch. This one actually had quality on it, which is fantastic. And I captured a ridiculous blood vessel. It has 4 uniques. It has the 3 map bosses and the random plant guy in it, which is fantastic. That is going to give me a ridiculous amount of favor. I'm doing tier 15s, 16s with absolutely no issues at all. I just barely completed this memory and it didn't crash. Dude, all my memories are rolling ridiculously hard mods. It was Turbo, it was Multi-Proj, and it was AoE. It was terrible. It was a bad time. Anyway, did a Phoenix 2. I figured since I had the trapper all geared up, I would just go delete the boss really quickly. And I forgot, man. I forgot just how much damage that fire trapper does. I didn't even put all the gear back on it because I'm tired of cannibalizing, and I deleted everything. I got a Purity of Elements, which is fantastic. I'm sure I'll have many builds that can make use of that. At first, I was excited to see this ring, and then I saw the rolls, and I was like, my god, that is terrible. Granted, the res isn't terrible, but I decided to val it, and the rolls became a lot worse. A lot worse. For the first time in quite a while, I actually found a legitimate upgrade for my fire trapper. That is a disgusting one. After saving gold for probably a day and a half or so, I finally got the second challenge done. And honestly, this is really the only challenge I really cared about getting done, or the reward, I mean. And I wanted to try it out. I gotta tell you, it looks sick, dude. Look at that, dude. Dude, this shield is by far the greatest like visually the greatest shield in the game. I love it so much. I also didn't realize that this cosmetic will affect both my weapon and my my offhand, which is fantastic because not all weapon effects do that. And it looks sick. It looks awesome. I love it. 10 out of 10. I don't even care about the other rewards now. I did finish upgrading my town. It's max level. I'm only missing a couple of things. But to be honest, those are going to take a while because I need a ton of dust, and I have not been doing dust for the last like 3 days because why bother? I haven't really needed it until now, so I've just been kind of skipping it to save on gold. I have a nice little double corruption and a ghost temple here, but I'm pretty close to leveling up, so I decided just to put it in the stash for a little while. I really don't want to die. Granted, I don't die pretty much ever, to be honest with you. I level up fairly efficiently, but I don't know. Minus max res will probably make me die several times. Outside of that, I've been bouncing between tier 14, tier 16 for most of the day. Every once in a while, when I want to have like a little cooldown period, I drop down to like tier 12 or whatever. I got a Veritania, and after a ton of currency wasted, I got the Cold Leech on my gloves, only to realize it does literally nothing for me, so it was a complete waste. I tried to 3-to-1 to get a Bone Chill to no avail, but I did get a Charged Mines and a random 5 link from my ship, which, I mean, I mean, like, yeah, 5 link is nice, but I think I have like 3 of them now. So what I really need now is a 6 link, and I know I shouldn't be greedy. I have a 6 link on right now, but I need one I can use that's a rare, not just a unique. I alked a white marble amulet and made a pretty decent one. It doesn't have any res, but a ton of life, some rarity. I'll probably use it on somebody at some point, just not this character. I am starved for resistance as it is. Anyway, on my lookout map, I hit level 86. This character levels up so fast, it's almost embarrassing compared to the Fire Trapper. Dying is just so bad, man. I mean, I know that's obvious, but God, it's so bad. I have 2 cold iron points now, and as soon as I dropped it, it took everything I had not to reroll. I'm going to be completely honest with you. There was 2 characters I could use that for, and I almost instantly rerolled, but I'm going to wait. I really like this character. I really need to make some money. I've been spending a lot of time rerolling and doing nonsense. I need to just chill. After leveling up, I ran and did my double corruption temple, and as you saw, I also killed the boss, who dropped nothing and a terrible corpse. Started off the temple in a, a bad way. I went for a swap and got some trash, and it's time to hopefully not delete my Dark Rays. I misclicked. Ah, oh, man. Well, I'm gonna be honest. There's a little bit of relief because getting the gear to drop boots, like so I could wear those uniques, was gonna be a huge problem for me. I'm already struggling with resistance gear as it is, so I'm kind of glad they're gone. But at the same time, I really wish I had them. Like, imagine if those hit like frenzy charge or something, or movement speed or something. Like, they would have just been disgusting. Alva apologized by giving me a zealotry, which is fantastic. That's an amazing aura. I could use that on a bunch of stuff. Got another double corruption temple, and the Rigwalds is gone. Well, that one I'm a little more sad about because there was like 3 characters I could have used that on, but can't play any of them now. Okay. Alpha, what is going on? You're bricking everything? I randomly vowed a magic jewel and it turned into like the best rare jewel I've ever had in my life. And after that, I decided just to look at my unique jewels to see what I had. And I have a brute force, which turns strength nodes into intelligence nodes. And it gives me so much intelligence that I could respec 4 points, which let me put this jewel on right here and save those 2 points on the right to put into health, or life, sorry. And look how tanky I am. What is even happening on my screen? This is only like my 3rd character of the league, and I have to say, by far, this is my best character. It's the strongest, it has the best clear speed, it perma-freezes map bosses. I say perma-freeze, but it's more like 98, 99% of the time they're frozen for the whole time. But every once in a while they sneak out. I killed Veritania, and I only died once to her. It was when the arena was really small, and she covered the entire map with the permafreeze, and there was nowhere for me to move, and I got wrecked. I could have logged out, but I really hate logging out. I mean, that's the main reason I stopped playing hardcore. I just hate logging out as a whole. Like, any game that has logging out as a survival mechanic, I just hate that so much. Anyway, I killed the Phoenix. Having reduced life recovery is pretty rough for this character. That's actually funny enough the first time I've rolled it on this character, and my god, was it terrible. And I dropped, I don't want to say it's a good axe, but it's 500 DPS. It's definitely usable, and one of the characters I want to play that, if I get the jewels I need, could potentially use it. I mean, obviously it wouldn't be an endgame axe, but it's pretty decent. I got my first Elder Jewelry, and it was totally useless, which is cool, I guess. Oh my god. I actually got a good wand. That wand was actually usable. I could actually put that on the brand character, assuming I ever go back to him. I finally got my first Affliction mechanic, going into the Wildwoods, and I actually got every single boss. I got the Morrigan, I got the Shaman. Oh no, I didn't get every single one. I got all of them except for the plant guy. And on top of that, I even ended up finding a shrine, which was really bad timing because I was doing a super rippy map and I just got a bunch of wisp. And it was the XP shrine, of course, so I pretty much completely wasted it, which felt pretty bad, but what are you going to do? I got a pretty good alk on a ring, but of course it doesn't have life. Once again, I have like 4 or 5 things just desperate for an Exalted Orb, but I just don't have any. Got a Regal Orb, though. That's pretty cool. Outside of that, my plan right now is just to push up to level 87. I got another cast with damage taken, which at this point I have more than I'll ever need. I got a decent temple. I mean, it's not decent really because it doesn't have anything except for gems, but I mean, it's better than nothing. I decided to delete all my orbs of fusing because what else are you gonna do with them? Did not hit a 6 link, but I'm not gonna complain. But I would like one. Outside of that, got some free scarabs, which I'm always happy to get. Thank you. Hey, if man is far in the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I am level 86, 66% of the way to 87. I love this character. I love this build. I love everything about it. I love using Glacial Hammer and it actually works. I love that I can do higher tier maps and not die. I'm res capped. My chaos res is almost positive. If at some point I actually get a ring with good res on it, I'll be able to switch to this helmet, which I desperately want to put on. This helmet will do so much for me. Anyway, though, my skill tree, I'll have that down in the description. The brute force, I can't believe I'm like, I don't know, man. It's so weird. When was the last time you ever put like a brute force or something on? It's pretty weird, but I love it. I'm really happy I have it. So it gave me this jewel right here, which this jewel is by far. I don't know what really else you could change. I guess you could get attack speed on it. But I don't know, man. I love this jewel. It's perfect. That's everything I need. I did finish up the thick skin wheel, so I have a ton of life. Now, I kind of have a couple options here. I could go here and get Assured Strike, which would give me some damage, and some strike range, which is whatever. I don't think it's that crazy. Here's what I am thinking of doing, though. What if I go over here to Inexonerable, and then I can just always have Endurance charges, and then I could switch this out for General's Cry or something like that? I don't know, I might do that. I think that would be really nice. Outside of that, I could just come down here and get Natural Authority, and again use General's Cry, which would make enemies take 8% increased damage, which is pretty nice. Outside of my character, though, what I've been focusing on is this jewel. I think if I hit the jewel, I'd go back to the brand character just to see how it feels, and if it felt really good, I would try leveling it up some more. I did get that insane wand. Like, that is tier 1 cast speed, and the damage per power charge is actually pretty relevant for me. If I really wanted to be serious about it, I could even, like, divine it to get that to 10, or try to get it to 10. I probably won't, because that's kind of ridiculous. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure we can exalt I'm pretty sure we can exalt influence gear and it doesn't lose the influence. I'm pretty sure it's just like chaos orbs and alterations and stuff like that. All that stuff we can't do. Sorry, my throat is dying. But I want to touch on this really quickly. A lot of people, well, not a lot, like 3 or 4 people have suggested using Harvest to craft this. It's really not going to be worth it because if you use fossils on Ruthless, let's say you use a jagged fossil or whatever, or something that guarantees physical, it doesn't do that here. It does not guarantee physical. You'll use like 10 physical fossils, and 9 of them you won't see a physical mod. It's just RNG. We don't really have any specific deterministic like stuttering over my words here. Deterministic crafting here. I think though, funny enough, fossils might be the best way to do this because the one thing fossils do really well on Ruthless is they block modifiers from rolling. So if I blocked like lightning and stuff like that, I think that would probably be my best route. Of course, the downside of that is I have to scour it each time, but I'm pretty much doing that anyway. My map pool is great. You know, I've never left red maps. I'm just safe. I'm always in tier 14 plus. I'm out of 15s and 16s right now. It's kind of awkward, but it is what it is. I have changed my Atlas tree not at all. My first tree is, of course, still farming for bosses. I need one. I think one? Am I crazy? Yeah, I need one more Eater of Worlds altar, and then I can respec this and go over here. I want to get, I'm pretty sure, like I said, I don't really look stuff up very often. I'm pretty sure action speed is the Searing Exarch, so I'm going to try to go for action speed on my boots, which would be fantastic. Granted, these boots aren't anything special, but hey, they're the best I got. I've been talking a lot. I'm sorry. I'm going to be grinding. I'm going to hit push for 87. I have another King of the Mist or whatever, saving up some corpses. I have some dreams. I'm not saying any of them are going to happen, but I'm dreaming. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow is Sunday, so I won't be here, so I'll see you Monday.